Part of your homework tonight is going to be finding unknowns in equivalent fractions. Now in our book, we just left the box there. But on your homework, they're going to put an X there. And I don't want that to scare you. I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, this is like algebra. I don't know what's going on. I can't do these. I can't do these. Okay? Now, the first thing you need to do is I want you to look and I want you to figure out, is my number going from left to right getting bigger or smaller? If the number is getting bigger, you're going to have to use multiplication. If the numbers are getting smaller, you're going to use division. So from 8 to 4, that number is getting smaller. I need to use division. My next step is to figure out, what am I going to divide that number by? Well, 8 divided by what equals 4? Well, you know what I can do? I can just go 8 divided by 4. The answer to 8 divided by 4 is what I'm going to use. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So I know I'm going to divide the top number by 2 and the bottom number, my numerator and denominator, by 2. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So x divided by 2 equals 3. What am I going to divide by 2 that equals 3? I can use I can just think about it in my head, or if I want to, I can use an inverse property. So I'm going 2 times 3. Either way, I know that x is going to equal what? 6. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And I can figure that out by going 3 times 2. I use the inverse property operation. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm going to try do one more with you. Okay, do one more with you before we wrap this up. What if I have x over 3 and let's say 6 ninths. I need to look to see if the numbers are going up or down. Up or down. And they are going up, aren't they? They're getting greater. So I'm going to use multiplication. Now, just like before, I can divide the bigger number by the smaller number. 9 divided by 3. And what's 9 divided by 3 equal? Logan? 3. And since I know I'm using multiplication, I use my quotient and I multiply. 3 times 3 and x times 3 equals 6. So 3 times 3 does equal 9. What times 3 equals 6? Well, I can think about it in my head and say, wait, I think 1 times 3 equals 3. 2 times 3, I could say, yes, x equals 2. Because 2 times 3 equals 6, or I can use the inverse operation. What's the inverse operation of multiplication? Joshua? Division. So I can go 6 divided by 3, and that's going to equal 2. X equals 2. Basically what we're doing is we're taking that middle step out and we have to figure it out. So we have to think about, what are we doing to both the top and the bottom to get the other fraction? If the numbers are getting smaller, we're using division. If the numbers are getting larger, we're using multiplication. Then we just think, what am I multiplying it by to get that other number?